Here we are on January 19th, 2017, out in the backyard, and it is Saint. He just turned 10 last month, and this is about a year and 4 months, maybe a year and 5 months since he was first diagnosed with degenerative myelopathy, which was a devastating diagnosis for both of us, but especially for him. He was mainly off balance and had trouble standing on his foot properly for the first 6 months. But he was still able to go for walks, although shorter and shorter as time went on. For the past 6 months, he's virtually not be able to put any weight on the back feet at all. So I bought this harness for him on the back that I'm able to carry him kind of like a suitcase. Now, Saint's an Anatolian Shepherd. Most people don't know about his breed, but he's very large. He lived most of his life at 130 pounds. But he was a slender 130 pounds, so huge frame. Nearly Great Dane in height, but actually he's a longer dog than a Great Dane. He can actually stretch out toe to toe 7 feet in length. His head is about the size of a football or bigger. Isn't it, Saint? Yes, it is. He's gone deaf recently, and I don't think his eyesight is very good. He can faintly hear if I whistle really loud, and he looks up, but other than that, he's not hearing too well. This harness that I found online is actually the chintziest looking one, and it only has this single strap that goes around his leg. But what I love about it, compared to the big neoprene one that I originally bought for the back of him, this was actually designed for the back of him. He can go potty in it without getting stuff all over it. And this, the only thing back here, he's got one strap on each side of his tail, so much less cleanup as far as when he goes to the bathroom. I'd say shortly after he lost the ability to walk on the back legs, he also started losing the ability to hold his bladder. And he could hold it for the most part, but he couldn't control just dribbles every now and again. So inside the house, which he's an inside dog, he's inside 95% of the time, he has to wear a diaper around his middle section, which he's not wearing at the moment. Anymore, I have to change his diapers, I'd say 4 or 5 times a day. But it's just been a steady progression. I'm a little more at ease with this because I've had a year and a half to deal with his day-to-day, but it's recently gotten worse. For the past 2 days, he's lost the ability to stand on the front legs, which has made it very difficult for me as well as him, because he used to walk around on the front while I carried his back end like a suitcase. Now I have to carry both ends, and his front legs kind of act like they're walking, but there's really no weight under them. This has made it very difficult to change his diapers and things, because he's so large, and even though he's lost a tremendous amount of weight, he's down to only 85 pounds. And his back legs, as you can see, over 6 months or 8 months of not walking on him, they've atrophied and gone very thin. He's gone very thin overall. Yeah, changing the diapers and stuff with him not being able to hold up one end is very difficult. So I've had to create something for him. I'm just going to come down here and show you. If you have a big dog that has degenerative myelopathy and you don't know how to hold up the front end while you're dealing with the back at the same time, I built this little contraption just using stuff from Lowe's. This is just stuff typically made for a garden. It's like aluminum fencing type of stuff. And I just bought 2 panels, and just lucky for me, it had, they just stick into the ground. So it's probably buried 3 or 4 inches on each side. And from the center, I just created this kind of ring assembly with a big hook on it. So I can just walk him into here, and the front strap that I have on him, on his front section, hang on this hook that holds him up, and I can hold up the back end and help him pee and change his, put his new diaper on and everything. He does need help peeing. He doesn't expel all of his bladder without me pressing on his belly area. So that's been going on for a couple months. I just know he means the world to me, so I'm doing my best for him. He's not in pain, he's just basically unable. So he's eating like he always has, he drinks like he always has. Other than not being able to stand on now any of his legs, he's nearly the same dog. I'd say about 8 months ago, when he started losing the ability to stand on the back legs, he went through a little bit of a depression. For about a month and a half, he was mopey, but he, I guess, went through a stage of acceptance, and he got over that. So this is another blow of him not being able to stand on the front. But this disease in dogs is terrible. I know for the size that he is and as much work as he is, thank God I'm a big, strong guy. I can take care of him and carry him and stuff, but most people would have had to give up on them and had them put to sleep, which is something I would never do. As long as he's not screaming in pain, I would like for him to pass on his own. Anyway, just a little documentary of Saint. I have a couple other videos back when he was younger and running around and enjoying the snow. And anyway, if anybody has any questions about degenerative myelopathy or what I've been through over the past year and a half, or what Saint has been through in the past year and a half, or how to deal with it and what to expect, feel free to ask me. I'll try to answer anything that I can. And we'll hope he just keeps on keeping on, doing his thing, being a good boy. Okay, say goodbye to everybody, Saint.